We used to play a game sometimes called Blind Man's Bluff, where one card is dealt out to each player, and you can see the cards that each player has, but you can't see your own as you hold it up on your forehead, visible to everyone else but yourself. And I can imagine playing that game and looking around and saying, you only have a 3, you only have a 5, you only have a 4. I got good chances here, so I'm going to bet high. Well, that game is a great picture of how we are with our own sin and other people's sin. We see theirs quite easily, but we tend to overlook our own. Welcome to Truth Talk with Ed Skipper every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7, starting with verse 1, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." One translation puts verse 2 this way: God will be as hard on you as you are on others. He will treat you exactly the way you treat them. Then Jesus goes into what I think is my favorite illustration of all the Bible. It is so beautiful and so profound and so much cuts to the heart. He says this: "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' when all the time there is a plank in your eye?" So it's kind of like this. Here I am with this big board, this big plank, this big log. It's sticking out of my eye, and I'm coming, "Oh, let me take that speck out of your eye." When all the while, the sin in my own life is actually greater than the sin in the person who I am trying to correct. Now, I used to teach elementary school, and one of the things that I did was I had playground duty. And oftentimes through the years, again and again, kids would come and complain about other children's behavior. Things like, "So-and-so's being mean. They won't share the swing." Things like that. But I have to tell you that not once during those years did any student ever come up to me and say, "I'm being mean. I won't share the swing." So we see illustrated in that we have such a nature that spots other people's wrongs and overlooks our own. It's kind of like your breath. I can tell when you have bad breath, but I can't tell generally when I myself have bad breath. And our sin and our attitude towards others' sin is like that. Jesus goes on to say, "You hypocrite. First, take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." So let's reverse this tendency in ourselves to only see other people's sins and not our own by allowing the Lord to examine our own hearts. Let's be like David in how he prayed in Psalm 139, 23 and 24. "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there be any hurtful way in me, and lead me in your everlasting way." Now, if you're finding Truth Talk practical and engaging and biblically sound, please let others know about it in person or online. And until next time, may you and may I give the Lord permission to examine our own hearts.